Hey guys, it's Mario here. I am in Riga, Latvia right now. Pretty awesome day, the sun is setting. Finally got some good weather in Riga, Latvia. I couldn't come out and film because it was raining all the time. And I wanted to come out here, share with you guys a couple of thoughts on how do you stop overeating, in a sense that when you have that little binge, how to prevent that little binge from turning into a whole chain reaction of old binges and breaking your diet for weeks and weeks and never really returning to it in some cases. So, I mean, we can all resonate with this, as let's say you've been hitting your diet really hard, you're getting your calories for 3 to 4 weeks, and then all of a sudden, let's say your friends are in town, you haven't seen them in a while, and then you have to go out and eat in a restaurant. Maybe you go to a bar before you had a couple of drinks, maybe you had some bread before the dinner, and you already kind of see, oh shit, I'm at my calorie limit for the day, but I have to go eat with them, and the only thing I could eat is probably a salad. Then your brain is telling you, well, fuck that, you know, you want to enjoy the night with your friends, and let's just get the burger, let's just get the fries, let's just do that one time. And what really happens there is that often when people just order that extra meal, you know, it's not a big deal, you know, you just ate about 500, 600, 700 extra calories, but it starts a chain reaction that leads to you breaking your diet for the next couple of weeks as you've kind of broken your chain of success. So you've broken that short-term goal. And we can always relate to these kind of things, is that just that one little slip up, falling off track, sometimes leads to a whole month of losing our result. And what's really happening here was actually studied back in 2010 in the University of Toronto, where they took two groups, and one group was a group that wasn't dieting, or it's a control group, and the second group was a group on a diet, right? So a group that has been in a calorie deficit for a while, and they basically wanted to see how people react when they perceive that they've blown their diet, basically. So the group one, the quote-unquote non-dieters group, and the group two were just told, well, here's some slices of pizza, right? So you get this pizza and don't eat anything beforehand, and here's some cookies afterwards, and you're gonna test basically how you want to rate these cookies. You know, are they good, are they bad, or what's your personal rating of them? And what happened here is that once the dieters, the groups that were in a diet, they actually had the slice of pizza, afterwards they manipulated the information of the pizza. So they told some of them, well, you overate your calories, you ate a little bit more than you thought, and people basically, some of them thought, well, I blew my diet, and the other dieters thought that they were still under their calorie limit. And when it came time to eat the cookies, they actually studied how much of each group would eat. And what ended up happening is that people that thought that they failed their diet ate about 50% more cookies, right? So it's quite fascinating how this works, because nothing really changed. You know, like both of these groups were dieting, everything was the same, but the group that really just had that short-term loss, their brains kind of rationalized, well, we can just escalate this and just turn into, might as well just eat whatever you want, and that probably turned into a whole chain reaction of quote-unquote bad events. So how can you prevent this? Well, it really comes down to simple reframing, because you as a person who, let's say you're on a diet or you're just trying to do a healthy behavior, it really comes down to consistency, right? And obviously we're gonna make a lot of mistakes, and we don't wanna believe our brains every single time we make a little slip up, because often our brains will give us a rationalization. It's gonna tell us, well, oh, it's just one time, but then the next day it's always another time, and it really ends up being every single day like that, because it's always gonna be the path of least resistance. So we wanna reframe that and put it in the right perspective of that one single session where you ate, like, I don't know, 5, 6, 7, 800, or even 1,000 calories extra doesn't make that much of a difference in the long run, because that week you've probably been in a deficit for 3,000, 4,000 calories. Even if you did do that, you lost only about 20, 25% of your results, right? So you still have a big chunk of your results left for that week, but not if you let it escalate, right? So one extra cookie doesn't make your diet completely fall apart, but our brains, they just go into, okay, abandon ship mode, you know, it's like the diet failed, so might as well just go all out, go YOLO, and that turns into a whole big situation where you completely fail your habit. So quick insight here, quick study finding that I want to share with you guys. I want to hear from you in the comments below. How does this resonate with you? Have you been in the same situation? I know I have. You know, often one little extra piece of like candy or something like that leads to whole binge sessions. So I hope you guys can relate a little bit to this, and this is very helpful for you. Aside from that, make sure to hit that subscribe button below to support the channel, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.